taskmasters, our so-called conditions over here in the United States or abroad. So the question I want to continue to ask you, I'm going to press you on this because you made an assertion. You made a hard assertion and you said you all built the pyramids. Watch this. I'm going to give you this argument now. Can you show me what pyramid did Ramses commission to be built? I'm gonna see if you're really, are you a student of history? What pyramid did Ramses commission to be built?
Now, the scripture says that we built up their cities, and guess what? We can show, you understand, where the slaves ended up building the pyramids. And Chris, you know what? You're great with what you do. You understand? I'm gonna give you that. You great at what you do, but you just wrong. You still wrong. You know what I'm saying? You wrong, Chris. You know that. You great. Hold on.
I'm gonna leave you alone.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Wait.
Man, y'all do be beating them crackers up, though. Wait. Y'all do be beating them up. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna leave you alone today.
Look. Hold on. But you great at what you do. I'm gonna give you that. You find. I mean, he find something out of nothing. You understand? To turn around and try to come up and argue with. You've been doing it for a long time since you left. What was it? The Torah Nights?
Man, that was 5 years ago.
It was 5 years ago. And you've been, and look, and we had the opportunity. I don't think you was in that debate, but we beat up the Torah Nights before on the law. You understand? And them brothers made the Torah Night group look extremely horrible because.
What law? What law was it?
It was about keeping the laws of the Most High, and they were saying, actually, the debate was, does Paul say to keep the law, or was he a hypocrite? That's what the debate was, and the brothers were saying that Paul was a hypocrite and saying he did not keep the law. We showed where Paul said numerous times that he kept the law. You understand? And then found out that the brothers that we was debating with did not keep the law. So it didn't make no sense to me why we was even debating Paul being a hypocrite and don't keep the law when the people in the Torah Night group was not keeping the law. You know what I'm saying? But I know you weren't a part of that argument, but you know what I'm saying? I believe at that time you was in that group. You know, because that was when I first came into the truth. That was about 7, almost 8 years ago. You understand? When we had that.
If you debated them, I was not there because I haven't lost a debate in like 7 years.
No. I said you weren't a part of that debate. Yeah, I know you wasn't in that debate. You understand? Okay. I was saying I was thinking you was there in the group, but not in the debate. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to ask a question here pertaining to Torah law versus the New Testament. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
All right. Now, according to Torah law, can you read Deuteronomy 6 and 4?
Go ahead, brother. Read it real quick. Give me the pictorial.
Can somebody read Deuteronomy 6 and 4?
Go ahead and read it, Chris. You got it.
Okay, I got to pull it up here.
Okay.
Because this is a bit weird. Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Well, I know it by heart. Deuteronomy 6 and 4, I think, states that you're not allowed to change or add to the book of the law. Am I correct?
Deuteronomy 6 and 4. 1 second, bro. We're going to get it for you.
Yeah. No, that's not it. I got to find it.
Not Deuteronomy 6 and 4?
No, it's not Deuteronomy 6 and 4. It's been so long since I've read it. Let me find it real quick. Because this is weird. I'm not gonna beat y'all up today. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh man, look, we
want you to get your lesson in. I want you to get your lesson.
Hey Chris, you know we ain't worried about that.
That's Deuteronomy 4 and 2. I'm sorry, it's Deuteronomy 4 and 2. In Deuteronomy 4 and 2, it clearly states. I want to read this to you because your New Testament is guilty of doing this, unfortunately, and I'm going to show you where. Deuteronomy 4 and 2, and it says, you shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall you diminish from it, that you may keep all the commandments of the Lord your God, which I have given you. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that. What scripture was that again?
This is Deuteronomy 4 and 2.
Okay. I agree with everything in the Bible. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, cool. It also reads, let me read the full chapter here. You see, you get alive when we in this Bible, I see, but hey, it's okay. You can answer all them questions when we read this Bible, huh? I started asking some historical questions, y'all get the sidestepping the brother. But anyway, it's all good.
I don't claim to be a history major, but go
You
ahead.
should become one. History is a bitter pill to swallow, trust me. Pause. Okay, so let's read Deuteronomy 4:2 here, and it states, do not add to what I command you, and do not subtract from it, but keep the commandments of the Lord in which I have given you. All right, this is what it says, and as we all stated, is you do agree with that. Now, I would like to ask you, why were they commanded to keep the Passover?
What are you? What version you reading out of?
Deuteronomy 4.
No. What version you reading?
I read from the NIV.
Oh, the NIV. Yeah, okay. No, we read strictly from the KJV.
Why do you read from the KJV?
Because I'm gonna have the brother read it because that's the one that was authorized by the Lord. King James, when he turned around, and that is historically known to be the absolute best translation of the scriptures of the Hebrew and the Greek. You understand, to that English. So
that's not true, Captain.
That is true. The NIV is garbage. The NIV is trash.
We're not going to talk about the NIV. Let's talk about the King James version.
Let's talk about both of them since you're reading from it.
Do you understand why King James had an authorized version of the Bible? Do you know why?
I mean, that wasn't the only one. What was before that? The Geneva?
No. We're talking about King James.
I got you. That was the Geneva. It was a Geneva. It was several before that. You understand? And when King James turned around and took those scriptures and turned it into the English, that was the most accurate translation ever.
No, that's not true at all.
Yes, it is.
That's far from the truth. No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
King James, no, you have to do your history on King James, sir. King James was not in it to gain converts or anything like that. King James was fighting against the Protestants and the Catholics.
Right.
And he didn't want to join either.
Mm-hmm.
So he had his own Bible codified book written and produced.
He didn't write his own Bible.
I said he had his own codified Bible produced.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is when he was going against Queen Elizabeth. All right, this has nothing to do with any God or anything like this. This is why it's called the King James Authorized Version. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Has nothing to do with any special doctrine that he was looking for. He was not covered by any Holy Spirit. But if you want me to read from the King James Version, no problem. I'll even read from that. It says, you shall not add to the word which I command you, nor take from it, that you shall keep the commandments of the Lord which I command you. So NIV and King James pretty much run congruently there. There's no difference there. But I do want to ask you, why were the children of Israel commanded to keep the Passover?
You still not reading.
You say what?
You still not reading the King
James. Hold on 1 second. What scripture is that?
Verse 2.
What it say? Read what it say.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 2. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you.
Okay, no sweat. All right, now what was your question, Chris?
Okay, so we can both agree that it says the same thing. One more time, the many translations we got here. One King James is different from the next. I can clearly pull up mine, but I'm not going to do all that. Why were you all commanded to keep the Passover by the Lord your God?
All right, hold on 1 second. We'll get you the scripture. What's it? Leviticus 23?
What scripture was that, sir? I got 6 and 1.
Who? 23 and Leviticus.
Leviticus.
Yep. Leviticus you can start there 23. And Leviticus 23 lists all of our high holy days. Well, not all of them, with the exception of what is it, Purim? you would say Hanukkah, or not you, Chris, but people in the world say Hanukkah, Hanukkah.
Hanukkah is not the Passover.
I didn't say that. You're not listening to me. I said all of them are listed here, but then I took that back and I said not all, with the exception of, and then I named those two. That those are not in Leviticus 23. That's why I said that.
Okay.
No sweat.
The whole chapter, or you want me to start at the Passover?
Just start at 5. Give me the one about the Passover.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month, at even is the Lord's Passover.
It's the Lord's what?
Passover.
It's the Lord's Passover. Keep going.
And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread.
Now start at verse 1. Start at verse 1 real quick.
Kind. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak to the who?
The children of Israel.
Speak unto the children of Israel. Keep going.
And say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord.
Concerning the feast of the Lord. This is the feast. So when Moses came and told us about the feast, this is what he had to say. Keep reading.
Which he shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts.
So these are holy convocations where we all come together. These are the Most High's feasts. These are the days that he wants us to celebrate. Keep going. 6
days shall work be done.
Okay, skip down to 5.
Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
It's the Lord's Passover. Keep going.
And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord.
So the very next day, and after that, it was 7 days, 8 days?
7 days you must eat unleavened bread.
It's unleavened bread. And where this comes from, it comes from when we were leaving out of Egypt. You understand, when for the Passover, you understand, where we had to put the blood over our doors.
I agree.
You understand?
I agree with you.
Oh, okay, so you understand it, right? Oh, okay, no
I agree
sweat.
with you on that. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to build with you for a minute. I want to show you a problem contextually with the New Testament versus the Old Testament code. Albeit I'm not interested in following any of these feast days or anything like that. I don't have to do that. But here it is. He tells you that they are not allowed to add or take to the law. You agree to that. Also, it tells you in Exodus 12 why they did it. They tell you because of the children of Israel leaving Egypt and all the people dying and how the angel of death passed over. This is in Exodus, the 12th chapter. Okay. Right? But when we get to the New Testament, you have a man named, I think you guys call him Yahushai. I don't want to mispronounce his name.
Yahushai, absolutely.
Yahushai, right? Okay. In the feast, the Passover, he tells you to eat the Passover in his name and do it in remembrance of him. That's a total contradiction of the Mosaic law, because he's also doing this in secret, which goes against Deuteronomy 13 verses 1 through 13, where they're doing a secret law and all the people knew nothing about this. He says, do this in remembrance of me, versus the God Yahweh, who said, do this in remembrance of when you fled and left Egypt. Which one is it? I'm showing you the contradiction in the Bible. That's why guys that are Torah onlys get at y'all like they do. Not to mention that's an Assyrian ritual where they ate the body of a Asar that predates Jesus, who's also a resurrection deity.
So you actually think they ate Christ's flesh?
One more time.
You actually think they ate Christ's flesh?
They did not eat. I did not think that.
So what did they eat? What did they eat?
One more time. You don't have to cut me off while I'm talking. We could talk intelligently.
No, I'm just asking, what did they eat?
They ate bread and wine and dedicated it in remembrance of Christ, not in remembrance of when they fled Egypt. There's no way around that.
So why did you just?
That is a direct violation of the Mosaic law.
So why did you just mention that God, saying that there was something that we got from an Egyptian god?
I added that on my own, but I'm gonna ask you again.
Right. So that don't fit though. Wait,
You
hold
have to
on.
answer the question,
Hold on one
Gabar.
second. Hold on one second. That don't fit. Then
You're
what
not
you just
answering the
added.
question.
Wait 1 second, brother. What you just added don't fit because we didn't do that. We didn't eat no God's flesh. We didn't eat Christ's flesh. We didn't eat Yahushua's flesh. You just said yourself that it was bread and they drank wine and they ate meat. They didn't eat no flesh. So what are you talking about?
But they didn't eat it. Hold on, real quick.
So
I wanna
to
get
say
back
that,
to the
so
point.
wait a minute. Oh no, you went there. So to say that we got that from the Egyptian god, that's false. You can't add that because we did not eat Christ's flesh. They did not eat his flesh. So there was nothing that they was following after that practice that you mentioned.
I added that just as a shot at the ritual. I'm speaking
I
about the
understand.
Mosaic code.
I understand. It
Hold on,
was a shot.
Gabar, it was a jab, nothing more. Let's get back into
I
the
got you.
context of what we're talking about.
I got you. It was a soft jab, and I came back and hit you with an uppercut. That's okay.
That's right.
Not really.
Because you bringing up something that don't even fit, brother.
That's right.
And Chris, I know you want a dialogue, but we was not supposed to be on here this long. You understand? Because we actually got some stuff to do. But go ahead, bro.
Paris,
Go ahead.
3-0, Captain Gabar, 0. Thank you.
Salaki, sir, if
Okay,
I
go-
may. And
go
the
ahead.
brother pulled the scripture of not adding.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he do?
And he added something. So
Kind
we
of
got
sir.
that ritual
Good night.
from somewhere else when we did not. You understand?
Why would you even pull the scripture?
Them disciples did not sit down and eat Christ's flesh.
Kind.
He said that, but that's not what they was eating. You understand?
Kind.
And he don't understand the Bible. He hates the Bible so bad.
Kind,
That's why he's
sir.
saying the things that he's saying and making up the stuff that he's making up.
Sir.
You understand? But to make a long story short, because we do got to get out of here, and we was not supposed to be on here this long. You understand? I know everybody got a ton of questions for the ISUPK. They want to try to challenge us on what we know, and they think we lying. You understand? But guess what? It's not a lie. The ISUPK is the one and only home of the truth, and we're gonna turn around and show it. All right, we're gonna get who is that on here? We got somebody on here again. Nope, we're gonna go ahead. We finna jump off. You understand? You came in a little too late. All right, but like I said, we can show and prove everything that we are saying. You understand? We're gonna jump back on here. We're gonna take over again. I don't know when, but we're gonna take over again, and we're gonna turn around and show you all the facts that you need so that you can see that the ISUPK is the one and only home of the truth. And we are all supposed to be celebrating these high holy days. We
That's
are
right.
all supposed to be in the truth, living this one same way, not all over the place, you in your belief, they in that belief, they Christians, they Torah only, they New Testament only, they whatever else they got out there. Kemet and Egyptian and 5%er, 2%er like the milk, whatever. We ain't supposed to be in none of that. It's all
That's
garbage.
right.
Christianity, it's all trash. God hates it all. You understand? And every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian get down to Florida, Cocoa Beach, where the Lord's one and only Passover is going to be held up under Commanding General Yahanna.
That's right.
And with that, Shalom, Israel.